Hello, ladies. It's Andrea Brown here, your sponsor. I just wanted to make this video to kind of go over some business basics with y'all. So, you guys are new. I'm sure you're all very excited. Like I'm excited for you, so you guys should be excited. And you probably are like, oh my gosh, well, like now I have this going. Like I have this kit, I have these products. Like what is like the first thing that I need to do? Like there's so much to do. So I kind of wanted to go over some basics to kind of help you get oriented and kind of focus on the things that are really gonna help jumpstart you right off the bat. So hang on, let me pull up some things here so that I make sure that I go over the right things with you. So definitely the first things that you are going to want to do is tell everybody about your business, right? This is super exciting. You've just got started on this adventure. You're going to make all this money. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to educate these women. You're going to help so many relationships. Like, it's amazing. Now, I know some people, when they first get started, they're really nervous to like tell everyone about their business. Like they really only want to tell just like a couple people. They don't want to tell their mom or their dad or their cousins or their neighbors or their church friends, and because they're nervous about what those people are going to think about them doing this business. And what I have found is that, first of all, by not telling everyone, you're really doing yourself a disservice as you're getting started out with this business, because one, we don't want to prejudge. You have no idea who has just been waiting for someone to come along with this opportunity for them to learn about their bodies and their sexual health and learn how to communicate with their partners and be able to do it in a way that's fun and comfortable and just, so much easier than, trying to like Google stuff or like go into some like really seedy adult bookstore, or maybe they're not comfortable talking to their doctor, so even if, they're super shy or conservative, or you don't think they're like, into that kind of thing, I would still let them know. But what I have found is that it is all about the way you approach it. Okay, and this is how you're gonna also want to approach it when you're like out in public and you're talking to like strangers and potential new, hostesses and team members about your business. Now, I don't go around telling everybody I'm the dildo lady. I sling dildos for a living. Like dildos, dildos, dildos. No. Well, that might be kind of like the atmosphere that you get at a party, depending on the hostess and her guests. Normally, generally speaking, like you are really going to want to approach it from the aspect of this is a really really fun opportunity for women to get together with their friends, to laugh, to play games, and to learn something. Because we are, as consultants, we are educators, and that's what's like one of the wonderful things about Pure Romance and the company is they provide so much training for us so that we can go out in turn be educators and share that information with others. But I explain to people, I educate and empower women about their bodies and their sexual health, and I help them to have better communication with their partners and within their relationships so that everybody can be happy and healthy and lead fulfilling lives. And you obviously are going to tweak it, to kind of fit, your personality and your style. But really, when you approach it from that way, nobody's going to be mad, right? Like, unless they're a horrible human being and they hate women, nobody's going to be mad that you are helping women, that you're educating them, that you're helping them to learn about their bodies, so that that you're helping them to learn how to have communication with their partners, that you are helping a relationship to last and stay together, rather than two people going their separate ways because they don't know how to have that conversation with one another. So really, that's how I approach it. That's how I encourage consultants on my team to approach it. So as you are sharing your business with everybody and letting everyone on Facebook and Twitter and email and phone and in person and at work and whatever know, that's how you want to approach it. We have so much fun at these parties. Women always laugh, have a great time, and they learn something. Okay? Nowhere in there did I say, I sling dildos, 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 vibrators. All right? Because people, when they have that perception of, that being what we do, that can be off-putting for them. even though there's really nothing wrong with it. But, if you're approaching, a more shy or conservative group, with that. So that's going to be the first thing that you want to do. And it's like any other business, right? If you were opening up a restaurant or, a bar or a store, you wouldn't just tell just a couple people, right? You would want to tell everyone. Your goal in this business is to make money, right? I don't think anybody got into this business to just put themselves more in debt and have all these, vibrators and bottles of coochie lying around that they're not going to do anything with. You got into this business to ultimately to make money. So the way you're going to do that is by casting a wide net and letting everybody know, hey, I'm open for business. Let's do this. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to focus on getting 6 parties within your first 60 days. And that's just kind of like a rule of thumb. It's a really good base place to start. That's 3 parties and 2 months, right? 3 parties in 1 month, 3 parties in another month, for a total of 6 in 60 days. Or you can do more. I'm not going to stop you from doing more. But really, having those 6 parties within your first 60 days, it gets you used to having, consistent parties. It gives you the opportunity to learn how to share these products and demonstrate them, how to answer questions. It gives you the opportunity to actually learn the products, and really how to do the party aspect of what it is that we do. But it also is going to help you either get activated if you're not activated already. So if you got the standard kit and you still have to place that $250 activating order within your first 60 days, having those 6 parties lined up is really going to help you to do that, and then some, yay. But it's also going to get you working towards Fast Track. So I think everybody should have gotten in their kit a little, I don't know if it's a flyer or if it's in the incentives guide and rewards guide that they give you guys now, but there should be something in there about Fast Track. If it's not in there, or you overlooked it, or you have no idea what I'm talking about otherwise, I will explain what that is. So basically, our Fast Track program is designed to help brand new consultants, again, gain that momentum that they need to have a consistent party schedule and gain that confidence to be able to do parties and sell products. The way you achieve Fast Track is if you do $1,000 in personal retail sales within your first 60 days. And so if you do that, you're going to get a really pretty heart necklace from the company. And it's really cool to see, like, if you go to like events and meetings and stuff, and then you kind of look around the room and you see, oh, she's got the necklace, she's got the pin, it's really kind of a cool thing for brand new consultants to kind of, like bond with each other over that, like, oh yes, these other women in the room with me, they worked really hard and they did the same thing. I think it's really cool. And then the other part of Fast Track is if you sponsor one new active consultant, so you sign a girl up, she either gets the deluxe or premium kit, or she gets the standard kit and then she places the $250 activating order, you will get a really pretty silver heart pin as well. So that's how you achieve the Fast Track, and that's going to be your first bit of recognition from the company, which is just, I think, is so cool. But also doing those, like I said, doing the 6 parties in 60 days, that's going to definitely get you well on your way to achieving the first half of that Fast Track program for sure. Now, corporate also offers their inventory credit program. So what this is you get basically, oh gosh, now I forgot how much it is. It's like $600 in products. I don't remember. This is terrible. I just had an email about it yesterday. This is terrible. Oops, sorry about that. Hang on. But basically it's designed to, help consultants, and they do it at different levels as well. It's designed to help consultants build their inventory without breaking the bank, and it gives them the opportunity to start carrying stock. Okay, got it. Okay, so you get, for the inventory credit program, the ICP, you get $1,000 of products, and you get it for 50% off. And you pay it in installments. It's 5 installments of $99. So it's a really great way to just build inventory, to really feel that confidence. It's going to boost your sales. It's going to boost your profits. Your clients are going to be happier because everybody loves to go home with their stuff, that night. And it's like overall like a great thing. They crunched the numbers at one of our trainings recently, and they said that consultants that carry inventory do more than 100%, but I think it was like 108% more in sales and profits than consultants that don't. So just some food for thought. But anyway, so when you're doing the way that you get qualified for that inventory credit program is by having 3 parties put into the COO. Okay. And if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? The COO? I'll explain that in just a second. So obviously, if you're booking 6 parties within your first 60 days, that's obviously going to cover that 3-party minimum to have entered in to the COO to qualify. So it's just like all sorts of good things come from really getting those 6 parties. And I will talk about how I'll help you, figure out how you're going to get those in just a second. So, I want to back up and do some technical stuff. I apologize if this video is like disorganized. I came in with like out notes. I just thought I'm going to do some fun tips, some helpful things. So when you log into the COO, and if you don't have the link for that anymore, or it's not in your email, it's just coo.pureromance.com. And you're going to log in, so your consultant ID number, that should have been emailed to you, and then your default password to start off with is the last 4 of your social security number, unless you change it. So when you go to log in, let me turn this around here so you guys can see. All right. So you're going to log in, and you're going to go to My Business. Whoops, and then you're going to go to My Parties. And this is how you're going to input your parties. You're going to add a party. Oops, can you see that? Where am I? Here we go. Okay, you're going to go to My Party, or add a party, and then you will add in their name. You can give it a title if you want. I just call all mine Susie Hostess's Pure Romance Party. The date, the time, and if there's a theme, and then the address. Now, once you do that, it will pull up in a list just like this. And if you click on, let's see, the guest order info at the end here, it'll pull up this, and you can add the guests, and this link at the top, this actually is her direct party link. So if she has guests that can't attend but want to place an order online, they can use that link. You can just copy and paste it to them, and that will be how they can order, or they can go directly through you. Okay, so now, you might be thinking, okay, yeah, 6 parties, that's great, that's fantastic. Like, where are those 6 parties coming from? I'm going to tell you, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your calendar, and you're going to open up your calendar. A paper calendar, I'm telling you, is like, so helpful. Like, I tried to do it just digital. I was a hot mess. Having a paper calendar keeps things so much more organized for me. That's what helps me. So you're going to get your calendar, you're going to open it up, you're going to look at the next 60 days out, okay? And you're going to find 6 days that you want to do parties on, or that you would be willing to do parties on. It can be weekdays, weekends, whatever works for you. There is no rules. I have just as many, successful weeknight parties as I do, Sunday night parties, because I don't party on Saturdays. Saturday's my family day. So you're going to mark off those 6 days that you want to do parties on. Now, the first 2 dates that are closest, those are going to be your launch party dates. And if you've already done your launch party, kudos to you. Great job. Awesome. You're already ahead of the game. Okay, but you're actually going to do 2 launch parties, and I'll explain why in a second. And you can make one a weeknight and one a weekend to kind of catch, all the people with their work schedules. So as you are inviting people to your first date, your first launch party, right? You're not going to mention the second one. You're just going to say, you're going to call them up, you're going to text them, you're going to message them, whatever. And you're going to be like, hey, Susie, I am so excited. I'm giving you this call, or I'm messaging you because I just started this really exciting new business with Pure Romance, I get to do in-home parties for women, and I get to give them like free products, and we get to play games and laugh, and everyone gets to shop, and it's a ton of fun. I'm so excited. So I'm actually having my launch party on, October 3rd. And I would really love for you to be there so you can, be moral support, and you can look at the products, and if you want to shop, it'll be lots of fun. I would love, to have you. Can you make it? She's either going to say yes or no, okay? Now, if she says no, oh, I can't, I'm working, or I got to babysit, or, whatever, it's date night, that's when you say, you know what, no problem, that is okay, because I'm actually having a second launch party on October 7th. If you can't make the first one, I would love to have you at that one. Okay? So that way you have those are your first 2 parties. Bam, you're already well on your way to getting your 6 parties, the 3 parties for your ICP and your 6 parties for just getting, your momentum. Now, for the other 4, what you're going to do is anybody that says they can't make it to either of those 2 launch party dates, you're going to say, you know what, that's no problem. I figured, some people weren't going to be able to make it, just stuff happens, and that's okay. My sponsor has actually, challenged me starting off to have 3 little parties and 3 big parties, to help me, get started with my business. Would you be willing to be one of my 3 little parties to help me get started? Okay, now it's funny because you think little party, and maybe you're thinking, oh, 3 people. Okay, but everybody has a different definition. She might be thinking, little party, sure, I can do that, and she invites like 30 people. Okay, so, but when you say little party, it makes it sound to them like, it's not such a hassle, and like they're not being put out, which I don't know why they would feel that way anyway, because it's a party. Hello, everybody loves to party. But it's different than have a party. You want to book a party? It's like, I would love to help, hook you up with, some free products in exchange for being one of my 3 little parties that I need to have. What day of the week works best for you? Okay. And I like to, when I'm trying to book my parties, or, set a date for like a recruit interview or something like that, I try not to do yes or no questions like, are you interested? Do you want to? Does that work? It's what date works for you. What day of the week works for you? Yeah, I can't even think now. But just questions or who do you know that needs a girls' night? Okay, so not do you know someone, or do you want to have a party? It's really just assuming the yes. And in this business, you're going to want to assume the yes. You're going to get a lot of no's, and that's okay. That's all part of the process. The more no's you get, the more successful you're going to be. I know it sounds crazy. Read the book, Go for No. I'll talk about that in another time, though. Okay, so those are your first 2 dates. So she can't make it to one of those. No problem. You can be, one of my 3 little parties that I need to have to get started. What day of the week works best for you. I want to come and, hook you up with some free products for helping me out. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to be your 3 parties. So 3 parties. Now, you're going to want to do that to get the other 4 spots filled up, because you're going to have some people, say they can't make it, and that's okay. Now, for any of the ones that are like, no, I don't want to have a party. I can't have a party. I'm busy. I'm broke. I don't have any friends. Whatever, is going on. That's when you say, you know what? That's okay. You can still help me out, and I still want to give you some free product for helping me out. Who do you know that is like in need of a girls' night, that just needs to let loose with her friends and have a good time, and who also loves free product? I want to give you both the hookup. Okay, so when nobody's going to be like, oh, no, I don't know anybody. I think we all know somebody that's like, oh, she just needs to just, like, have a girls' night. And from there you go, that's when you get the referral from her. You contact, that other person, or, she is the go-between, whatever. But that way you're getting your 6 parties within your first 60 days. You're going to earn your fast track. You're going to be eligible for the inventory credit program, and you're going to have the consistency and, the momentum that is really going to help you to keep your calendar, full, and, just kind of have the momentum you need as a brand new consultant. So, okay, there were some other things that I wanted to talk about. What were they? Okay. So, those are some of your basics for like what you need to be doing in terms of, getting your business out there. A couple other really important things to know for, helping you be successful just starting off. I actually recommend that brand new consultants shadow either myself or another consultant that's local to them, because I know we're all spread around the country. So if you can't shadow me, I will definitely get you in touch with another girl on our team who is local to you that you can shadow. And the reason I do this is because everybody has different styles of being a consultant. Their demo is different. Just the way they interact with, guests and the hostess is different. And even if you have attended a party, with me, or you've hosted a party with me, the way I do my party, like my style, might not jive with your personality, or it might, and that's awesome. But if not, I like for my brand new consultants to see how other consultants that are successful in the business do their demonstration. Because not everybody goes in there and is like, oh my gosh, coochie, blah, 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 buy a vibrator, the executive, woo, you need lube, put it in your vagina. Some consultants are they're more just like calm and chill, and they're just like, but they're still fun. Obviously they're fun because they're successful. But it's good to see other styles and pick up, other one-liners and jokes, and just see the way other people do their parties. So that's my big recommendation, is to shadow another consultant, or shadow me, but definitely shadow someone. My other super, super big recommendation is go to meetings. Okay, meetings are imperative to like the success of your business. We have a few sayings that you'll probably hear a lot. You show up, you go up, learn more to earn more. And that's so true. The consultants that show up to meetings and trainings and events, they're the ones that are successful, and they're building their teams, and they have high party sales, and they're making a lot of money. The consultants that never go to meetings, they don't show up to anything, they're the ones that are struggling, that are like, I can't get parties on the book, I can't, get anyone to book parties or just join my team or anything like that. And it's not only helpful just for the community and the sisterhood of it all, because there's something very powerful about being in a room full of other powerful women that are successful in working their businesses and doing amazing things. But you also get the opportunity to learn from women who are making 6 figures a year. So, and how they do their demos and what it is that's helping them. If you don't ever go to a meeting, you don't ever have the chance to meet them, you won't ever have the opportunity to know what their secrets are. So there are plenty of free meetings that happen monthly and quarterly within everyone's area. So if you are not like close to me, because I go to most of the meetings that are in Maryland, if you need meetings to go to, let me know, because I will get you hooked up with a local meeting, so you can get the benefit of that, because they're free, and you should absolutely avail yourself of those meetings. There are also corporate sponsored trainings and events. So if you go onto the COO, and there's the training center, or I'm sorry, not the training center tab, the events tab, which is next to training center. If you select corporate events, it will pull up all the corporate sponsored trainings that are like regional and going to be in your area. So like right now, the big one is Do Life Different 2.0. And those ones usually have like a small fee, like $15 or $25 for registration, but it's a tax write-off. Okay, remember that. Anything that you spend on your business is a tax write-off. Hold on to those receipts, because you are going to be able to write that off on your taxes in April. So, but what was I going to say? Those tend to be even more helpful because they're broken down into like classes and specific topics, and Chris Ciccinelli, our CEO, is usually there. Patty Brisbane sometimes makes an appearance. If you don't know who that is, she's the founder of the company. And again, you're getting consultants from all over the area, all over the state, sometimes all over the country, depending on how far they wanted to travel to come to the meeting. And those events, they're so important and they're so helpful to your business. So the local meetings that are free, and then the regional events, get to those. And then the biggest events that we have are National Training and World Conference. So National Training, it was twice this year, once in Ohio, and then they had another one in Las Vegas. Those ones, it's $150 or $200 for registration, but again, it's a write-off, and your travel is a write-off, your hotel is a write-off. But those ones are weekend-long events, with keynote speakers. Like, I cannot impart to you the benefit of going to these large national training events. Like, you have to go. You have to go to understand it. It is not only helpful for your business, but the things you learn actually help you with your personal development as well. There's a board breaking ceremony, there's an awards ceremony, there's keynote speakers of financial gurus and just big names in direct sales and network marketing, and it's just like all this information that money really, it just can't buy, but it's amazing. So those are some of the events that we have. We have World Conference coming up again in Orlando. That one happens every other year. So the next one will be in March 2016 in Orlando, Florida. So if you have not registered for that, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do so. It's going to be amazing. I can't even put into words how amazing the World Conference and National Training events are. So just go to them. Plus, all my girls on my team that do show up, they get a little something from me. So but it's just meetings and trainings. Again, I'm doing this video for you guys. I will continue to do videos because I believe in the importance of having training and information. And I want you guys to be successful. So, and then there's also training on the COO as well. There's the entire training center tab. It talks about booking parties. It's got scripts. It's got how to introduce your business, how to manage your money, and of course Party School, which is online classes for consultants. Amazing. Plus, when you do Party School and you earn the points on Party School, those points can be redeemed for Pure Romance swag. Yay! So you get free marketing materials for your business just for learning how to work your business. It's pretty fantastic. So I think that is all that I really wanted to go over with you guys. I hope I did not bombard you or overwhelm you with too much information, but I felt like these were really important points that I wanted to go over with you guys and just make you all aware of. If you have any questions, or you didn't understand something, or you need me to clarify, or if you want me to do a whole other video on a specific thing that I talked about in this one, that's fine. Just let me know. Because I want you guys to be successful and I want to help you do that. So that is it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.